Playoff fever has come to upstate New York, and there's a look at Bills Stadium here in Orchard Park. Tonight, it's the AFC's turn to take center stage as we've got a wild card matchup on tap between the Miami Dolphins and the Buffalo Bills. It's that most wonderful time of the year, the NFL playoffs, as we're underway on EA Sports. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Running left, it's Henry. A very tough run, but for a short gain out near the 32. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there, but how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. They go play action now. Jackson. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And, look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line.
And that's a run that will energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Once again, they run with Breida on first down. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 40 yards rushing for him now as he has started this wild card round with a flourish. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage, and anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. He's just got to be thinking, I hope that's not a harbinger of things to come. Very first pass of the afternoon picked.
And where do you go from here? Because when you start that way, do you allow that to seep into you and stay with you the rest of the game? Or do you find a way out of it? We're going to find out.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that?
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big play there for the Dolphins. Charles, you talk so much about quick change plays. There's one right there. You get the turnover, and boom, hit them with a big one.
And defenses plan for this all the time. They work on it in practice. But in the middle of the game, when that quick change takes place, oftentimes guys aren't as focused as they need to be.
Gregory Rousseau able to bring him down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Jackson going to keep it running right. The quarterback run good for 10 that time, but it does lead to a third down. Off the option, here's Henry. And Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. And with the snow here, maybe asking too much of the kicker to try a field goal, so instead, offense on the field, they'll go for it on fourth down. Space to run past the 20, and he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. So first and goal, and an opportunity for our first points in this wild card game. Off the option, here's Henry. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now from the 7, here's second and goal. They'll give Henry another shot. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Derrick Henry taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Dolphins will strike first here, this wild card matchup. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is taken just shy of the 10. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Allen's throw here taken in by Knox. 3 yards the gain there, second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Uncorks one for Davis. Touchdown, Bills. That's caught. Gave it to Davis. 38 yards. And the Bills are an extra point away from taking the lead. Now for the point after. Boy, these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. Now a first down run is sniffed out from the start as they'll drop him for a loss of 4. After one, a one-point game, 7-6. First play of the drive, lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. A give to Henry. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. On 3rd down, Jackson. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Flushed out right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. And that's on Austin Jackson, first-round pick in 2020. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Off the option, here's Henry. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. The Dolphins on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. Jackson now. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's Aaron Sipos out now to punt on 4th down. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
To throw again on 2nd down, Allen. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Derrick Henry. Tackle made there by Jordan Poyer. 2nd and 5. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They go play action with Jackson. Here's Fuller with a catch. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Out left to Shaheen. Touchdown, Dolphins. Adam Shaheen, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins are going to jump back in front. Had the option to hand that one off or run it himself, but instead a really easy quick pass.
I like the way they made a decisive decision and got it right to the receiver. One move later, he's in the end zone.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Jackson here is going to look to throw. And that is caught for the 2 points. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no? The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Raekwon Davis gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Allen hit. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And this is brought all the way back. A fumble recovery and taken to the house for a Miami touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower postgame. Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And it's now 21-7. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Play action. Now it's Allen. Over the middle, complete. It's Stevenson. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They're going to try and throw. Flush to his right. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. Taken in at the 3. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now Allen. Eluding the pressure right. He'll dump this down to Matt Breida. Only able to gain a couple there. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10. He was out there waving his arms. And when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. It's complete to Diggs. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory, down at the 33. And meanwhile, Allen's throw taken in by Diggs. And down inside the 15 he goes. 19 on the last play, 19 more here, and another 1st down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Escaping, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Christian Wilkins in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. Another try after the 1st down sack. Allen. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
3 down. Hey, check Mike 27, check Mike 27. They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked up by Brandon Stevens. And the Dolphins force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
They run with Henry on 1st down, but nothing much materializing as he'll get forward only for about a yard.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Out to his left. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Give him 9 yards on the scramble there, but it does leave him still a few inches shy with 3rd down looming. Jackson will keep it, and he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the 1st.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line. A first down carry for Henry. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. Again, it's Henry. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. A handoff, running left, Henry. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. After the penalty, it's Henry. And he's got room. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 72 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. On 2nd down, it's Henry. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. They'll run. It's Henry. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing. Slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And he's got his tight end, Gesicki, in the end zone. Touchdown, Dolphins. Mike Gesicki there to make the grab. And the Dolphins continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. 2nd and 2. Now a give to Breida. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a 1st down. They ran it and picked it up.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Stevenson. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Mike 27, Mike 27, Mike 27. He don't know no better. Hey, check Mike 27, check Mike 27. Here we go, here we go.
On play action, Allen. And that'll be complete to Stevenson. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a 2nd down here. On play action, Allen. Now he'll go deep down the middle. And got his man complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Mike 27, Mike 27, Mike 27.
Throwing on 1st down is Allen. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Gabriel Davis, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the 4th.
No, not at all. And they're trying to get something going after one there. But you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. 85 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Play action. Now Jackson. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bills are right back in this football game. Well, in all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, two-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw than to try and run against it. In any event, I think you're exactly right. Now, the other team can pad their stats, but I don't think they're going to win.
Yeah, but still, don't change the channel just yet. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Now, they had to go the length of the field last time out to get into the end zone, and with this starting field position, they're going to have to pretty much do it again. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A big gain there for the Bills. Here's Allen.
But they didn't ease into that drive right out of the turnover. They go for the big shot downfield and hit it. A lot of teams have that opportunity, but not every coach is going to greenlight that type of a play call. I love their aggressiveness.
Allen. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on. Second and 10.
Mike 27, Mike 27, Mike 27. I'm coming out. Hey, check Mike 27, check Mike 27. You can't block me. You can't block me. Mike 27, Mike 27.
Allen. He's going to let it go again. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. The Dolphins advancing in these playoffs as we say so long, everybody.